This video will explain how to bind a point to a slider and command it from the slider. What we have here is an absolute container with a gauge here, and we will populate the gauge with the point that we want to see the value displayed for. You can see that the current value is 9.7. Then clicking on the slider and opening the property inspector for it, we can configure the slider to the min and max values. Minimum value is going to be 0, maximum, let's say, will be 100, the maximum of the gauge. And you can set things like snapping interval, where you can have the slider actually snap to change values at 2 points at a time or 3 points at a time. And you can have several ticks on the gauge as well, or on the slider as well. So what we will do now is we're actually going to add a behavior to the slider itself. With it selected, we will go to the behavior panel, add a change behavior, change event. The action will be data action. And we want to change this same point. All we do is drag it into the ORD of the data action. Make sure that this is a set action. And the parameter that we want to be put out to that data point is actually the value of this slider. So we're going to go back into the slider accordion. Here's the value property. We're going to double click on that to bring up the property linking menu. I'm going to go back to the behaviors, select this behaviors, and we want the value of this slider to be the parameter for that point. So we will take the linked icon and drag it right into the parameter. And we want to see the value. Set OK. Now when we click on this behavior, we can see that we're now changing this numeric writable point to set action, and the parameter will be the value of this slider. I'm going to go ahead and close out the property binding dialog. Close out the property inspector, go to view mode, and as we change the slider, you can see that the point actually gets updated with that value.